Hello everyone, my name is Duration and welcome back to another showcase video. And today we're going to be talking about the automation of reed collection. And we're going to be going over two different designs that I've kind of designed or conceptualized. I wouldn't surprise me if these designs are already elsewhere on the internet or, in some old Minecraft videos, because everyone comes up with these sort of ideas. And I mean, there's really only one way to harvest reeds, and that's to basically cause it to update once there's no water next to it. So I'm going to be going over this design. I actually built this in my single player alpha 1.1.2 world, and I'll show you how it all works, and I'll also show you a second design which is even more improved than this one. So as you can see here, all the reeds are planted beside a stream of water which is all fed from a single source over here. So I'm distributing it using this water divider here, and it goes down all these columns, and all of these reeds are growing beside the water. As you can see here, on each of these steps here, there is a block of water, or flowing water here, which is right next to one of these reeds here. And that happens on every single step here. You can see there's always one block of flowing water here next to the reeds. Now, this is important because we're going to be removing this water source so that there's no water beside the reeds here. So reeds are not supposed to be on blocks which don't have water beside them. And in order to update them and cause them to drop, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing the water, and then we're going to be placing it back. So the water will be removed, the reeds will be in an invalid state because there's no water beside them. Then when we put the water back, it's going to update this block of reeds right here, which is going to pop off, and they're going to update all the way down each step here. And that's going to happen as the water comes back in. The water comes in here, it will update this reed, the water will keep flowing, and then it will update the next step, and it will do the whole step at a time. So it's going to do everything all at once. So I'm going to go up to the control panel here, and I'm going to show you how that works. Now, I also have something which isn't really necessary, but I have it set up anyways, and that's using a boat float switch at the end of the channel right there. So there's a boat sitting in the water right now because the water is placed, but as the water flows down and dries up, the boat will fall down onto a pressure plate, which will run back down through a redstone line and will light up this torch. So as soon as I remove the water, I wait for this torch to light up. So that means I know the entire channel is dry all the way down to the end, and then I can place the water back and it will update all the reeds and they'll all fall off. So I've got a little extra spot here because I want to empty out my bucket, and I'm going to remove this water. And you're going to see here the reeds don't pop off when I remove the water right away. They're going to stay in this invalid state, which is fine because we're going to cause them to pop off later. So you can see here, there's the redstone torch. I know that it's all updated, and now I'm going to place the water back, and you'll see here, each step is going to fall off as the water flows back down the channel. And as you can see here, now I have tons and tons and tons of reeds. This is totally unnecessary, but you know what? You might as well when you've got the resources to build it. Now, one disadvantage that this farm has is that it doesn't collect the items up in one spot for you. Like, I have to go up and down each one of these columns here and pick up all these reeds, which, I mean, it's not horrible. It's still automatic. It's just not as good as it could be. But first, I think I'm going to just quickly place back all of these reeds here. I don't even have enough room to pick them all up. And there we go. We're all planted up again. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend going too much bigger than this anyways, because if you take a look at this farm, this will take probably like 15 minutes to grow back again. Like, reeds grow so quick, there's not really any point in making these too much bigger than this. I mean, unless you really need a lot of reeds, this will be definitely more than enough. See, this one's already grown one. Okay, and here's the second design that I've prototyped. Now, I'm going to prefix this by saying that I actually found out that someone else had built this basically exact same design. Their channel goes by Maitre de Bloc. I'm going to include a link in the description. He's got a very neat world tour of an alpha 1.1.2_1 world. And he used this exact same concept, so that's why I prefixed my video by saying that there could be other people who came up with these designs. I'm not certain if I'm the first ones. And that's why, because actually he technically came up with this design before I did. But nevertheless, it is still a very neat design. And yeah, I'm going to show off how it works. But before we actually get into operating this farm, the first thing we need to do is note a few things. And if we go down these columns here, we can see that it's slightly different from the previous design. As you can see here, there's no holes in the walls anymore. And we actually have to leave one spot at the bottom of each step here open like this. So I usually remind myself by sticking a bit of cobblestone there, just to make sure that I don't plant anything there. And I need the same thing here too, where the water is split down these two channels. And that's because we need to update the reeds from the bottom at all times. So when the water comes down this channel to wash out all the reeds and basically update and harvest them, it needs to update the bottom of the reeds in order to do that. So those are just some things that you need to remember. But if we get down here, if I quickly grab my bucket, we can remove the water here, which is basically going to stick our reeds in an invalid state like we did last time. And we'll notice that, again, the reeds don't harvest automatically. They're all still here, even though there is no water at the base of them. And if we go like this now, and we place the water up top here, we should be able to see, and, well, hear, that the reeds all got washed out, and they're all coming down to the bottom here, where we can pick them up. And this one is also kind of important that you have these walls here. I made them out of cobblestone, but you could use glass as well, if you're going to take the time to smelt up all that sand. And this farm can basically be scaled up as big as you want. I mean, I don't know why you would want to go too much bigger than like the one that was over there that I showed previously. But you could definitely do the same kind of size with this type of farm as well. You know, just build up some walls to make sure that the reeds stay within their column and then they all get harvested. And then again, to replant again, we can just take out the water, put it back down there again. And then we can go back through here and just, yeah, basically replant our reeds and get more. And you'd want to plant them only one tall, not too tall. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment or a like rating down below. And if you'd like to see more from me, consider subscribing. And that way you won't miss out on any new videos that I upload. I also run a small Discord server, so if you're in the mood to chat, feel free to check it out. We'd love to have you. The link to that and more can be found in the video description. And also be sure to check out Maitre de Block's video for Alpha 1.1.2. He's got a really neat world tour and I highly recommend it. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.